Hello and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. Today is Wednesday, 27th of September 2022 and it's equivalent to 12th of Rabiul Awwal, 1445 after Hijrah. The headlines: Eid al-Mawlud, imbibe Prophet Muhammad's virtues, Tinubu urges Muslims. NLC-TUC declares indefinite strike from October 3. On cult killings, DSS grills Sagamu local government boss, 2 orders. On the foreign scene, at least 100 dead in Iraq, wedding fire. In sports, Man United dismiss Palace in League Cup. And those were the headlines. And for details and more of the stories, I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Tuesday urged Nigerian Muslims to emulate the virtues of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as they celebrate the Eid al-Mawlud. The president, in a statement by his spokesman Ajure Inga Lale, said beyond celebrating the day marking the birth of the Holy Prophet, the period should be used for deep introspection and fervent prayers, urging religious leaders to use the period to pray for the country. Tinubu urged them to admonish their followers to take the appropriate lessons from Prophet Muhammad's life in their commitment to the country. President Tinubu also urged Muslims celebrating the Mawlud festival to extend their hand of fellowship to the needy and vulnerable in the spirit of the season, while praying for the country and her leaders at all levels. The Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and the Trade Union Congress (TUC) of Nigeria have declared an indefinite strike starting from October 3. The 2 labor centers have told Nigerians to stockpile foodstuff because the strike will shut down economic activities in the country. The president of NLC, Joe Ajero, said, and the TUC, Festus Osifo, disclosed this after their separate emergency National Executive Council NEC meeting in Abuja on Tuesday. According to the communique read by 2 presidents, the indefinite strike was as a result of the alleged insensitivity of government to the plight of Nigerians as a result of the removal of petrol subsidy and continuous demonstration of unwillingness and complete lack of initiative. The Senate has confirmed the nomination of Dr. Olayemi Cardoso as the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. Cardoso was screened alongside 4 nominees for the positions of CBN deputy governors to steer affairs of the Apex Bank in the next 5 years. The deputy governors include Mrs. M.M. Nana Usoro, Mr. Muhammad Sani Abdullahi Dattijo, Mr. Philip Ekeazo, and Dr. Bala M. Bello. Meanwhile, the Senate has also scheduled the screening of 2 additional ministerial nominees by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for Tuesday, October 3, 2023. The President, while the National Assembly was on break, appointed the duo of Dr. Jamila Ibrahim and Ayodele Olawande as Minister of Youth and Minister of State for Youth, respectively. The federal government said yesterday it didn't mandate anyone to negotiate with bandits on its behalf. Recall that the governor of Zamfara State, Dauda Lawal, had in a statement by his spokesman Suleiman Bala Idris alleged on Monday that some federal agencies were secretly negotiating with bandits terrorizing the state without his knowledge. But the Minister of Defense, Muhammad Badaru Abubakar, and his Minister of State counterpart, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawalli, debunked the governor's allegation. They said the allegation is false and misleading as the ministry has not mandated any body or group to negotiate on behalf of federal government. On the kidnap of Zamfara female varsity students by bandits last weekend, the ministers reassured the people of Zamfara and Nigerians of the progress being made for the quick return of the abducted female students and orders of Federal University, Gusau. The Abuja Division of the Federal High Court yesterday restrained the Ondo State House of Assembly from impeaching the embattled Deputy Governor, Mr. Lucky Ayedatiwa, over alleged gross misconduct. The court, in a ruling delivered by Justice Emeka Nwite, ordered the House to suspend the impeachment process pending the hearing and determination of a suit brought before it by the embattled Deputy Governor. It subsequently adjourned the matter till October 9 for hearing. The court order followed an ex parte application that Ayedatiwa moved through his lawyer Kayode Adewusi. He had, among other things, urged the court to stop Governor Rotimi Akeredolu's son from nominating a new deputy governor and forwarding same to the Ondo State House of Assembly for confirmation, pending the determination of the suit. However, despite the court injunction, The lawmakers yesterday insisted that they would go ahead with the impeachment process. The Department of State Service DSS yesterday invited the chairman of Sagamu local government area of Ogun State, Mr. Afolabi Odulate, and 2 others for questioning over the recent bloody court clashes in the Sagamu area of the state where 20 persons were killed. Other persons invited for interrogation by the secret police, according to a reliable source, included the lawmaker representing Sagamu 2, Mr. Adeniran Ademola aka Sapele, and a lady, Ife Oluwa Akinyemi. It was gathered that Ife Oluwa Akinyemi was later released after interrogation. 6 suspects and the lawmaker representing Sagamu State Constituency 1, Mr. Damilare Mohammed, were picked up last Wednesday. Reports said the lawmaker was arrested while providing shelter for the fleeing cultists at his official residence in Apiokota, where many dangerous weapons, including guns, were recovered. Sources said more people may be invited for interrogation as time goes on. Gunmen suspected to be kidnappers have abducted a student of Isa Mustafa Akwai Polytechnic in Lafia, Nasarawa State. The student named HAJARKU is a National Diploma II student of Science Laboratory Technology. The incident was said to have happened Monday night. Reports said some students of the institution also sustained a series of gunshots. However, the exact number of students injured cannot be ascertained at the moment. Efforts to contact the police spokesperson in the state, Rahman Nansel, proved abortive as of the time of filing this report. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has fixed the date for off-cycle governorship polls in Edo and Ondo states. INEC disclosed these on Tuesday in a statement on X, saying the Edo poll will be held on September 21, 2024. The statement, signed by the chairman of the INEC Voter Committee, Sam Olumekun, also announced that the governorship election in Ondo is slated for November 16, 2024. The electoral body said party primaries will be held between February 1 and 24, 2024, while the submission of the list of nominated candidates via the online portal will start at 9 a.m. on March 4, 2024 and close at 6 p.m. on March 24, 2024. And on the foreign scene, at least 100 people were killed and more than 150 injured when a fire broke out during a wedding at an event hall in the northern Iraqi town of Hamdaniya. State Media and Health Ministry said early Wednesday. Similarly, a statement by civil defense authorities reported the presence of prefabricated panels that were highly flammable and contravened safety standards inside the event hall where the blaze took place. The statement added that the preliminary information indicated that fireworks were used during the wedding, which triggered the fire in the hall. Safety standards in Iraq's construction and transport sectors are often disregarded, and the country, whose infrastructure is in despair after decades of conflict, is regularly the scene of fatal fires and accidents. And in sports, Manchester United kept the critics at bay as they cruised into the League Cup 4th round with a 3-0 win against Crystal Palace on Tuesday. Alejandro Garnacho put them ahead in the first half, and Casemiro doubled the lead before the interval, with Anthony Martial seeking the victory after the break. On Manchester United's arch-rivals side, however, Bukayo Saka has joined Arsenal's growing injury list after Mikel Arteta revealed the England forward is struggling with a foot problem. Saka limped off in the closing stages of Sunday's 2-2 draw against North London rivals Tottenham. The 22-year-old will definitely miss Arsenal's League Cup third round tie at Brentford on Wednesday and could also be sidelined for Saturday's Premier League game against Bournemouth. And with the sport news, we've come to the end of our bulletin for today. You can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Unity Radio FM TV, respectively. You can also watch us live on the satellite decoder Badarsat, which is being watched in about 38 countries of the world free. You can also stream and watch us live on our YouTube channel at Unity FM TV. I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. Thanks for watching. Happy Maulud Nabi.